We're going to use the TI-84 plus to find the mean and standard deviation for a sample proportion. In a survey of 327 patients, 296 reported their symptoms were alleviated. We're going to assume this is roughly normally distributed. To find the point estimate for the p-value, we're going to divide the number who felt relief, or the number of successes, divided by the total number. This is where our TI-84 will come into play. Because we need to round this to 3 decimal places, we need a calculator to help us with the decimal approximation. Using the TI-84, we'll enter in 296 divided by 327. Notice this is going to give us a big long decimal. Since we are told to round to 3 decimal places as needed, we'll take a look at the 4th decimal place over, 0.9051. That 1 does not bump the 5 in the 3rd decimal place up, making our solution for p hat 0.905. This is the same value as the average. They are identical, 0.905. In order to find the standard deviation, we're going to make use of the formula square root of p times q over n. In this case, I'm going to put in the fractions for p and q. P, as we found in the first portion, was the 296 over 327, and Q is the opposite. If 296 patients saw relief from their depressive symptoms, that means 31, or 327 minus 296, did not. This leaves me with the formula for standard deviation of 296 over 327 times 31 over 327, all divided by our total sample size of 327. Please note these are all underneath the root. Now we're going to turn to our TI-84 plus for a little bit of help. We're going to hit the second key to access the square root and put each individual fraction inside parentheses. The first times the second, again in its own set of parentheses, the 31 over 327. And then, after the second fraction has been entered in, we're going to divide by the total sample size of 327. Once it's all in, hit enter. And this is going to provide us with a big long decimal. Again, we are responsible for rounding this to 3 decimal places. Please note the 1 in the 4th decimal place does not bump the 3rd decimal place up, making this equal to 0.016, our standard deviation.